Good afternoon, Bomber fans, and welcome to Bomber Field for today's MCC matchup between the 15-1 Kamiakin Braves and the 12-4 Richland Bombers. Tonight, a crucial MCC baseball matchup between the Braves and the Bombers, just like it came down to last year, if you remember, between the Braves and the Bombers. The Braves came to Richland and suffered a defeat in Game 1 of the doubleheader that gave the 2024 district title to the Kamiakin Braves, or to the Richland Bombers, and their 31st conference title in program history. You see the managers exchanging lineups here, and we'll go to our national anthem, and we'll come back to preview the contest when we come back here on Atomic TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you please rise, remove your caps. We honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Here come your Richland Bombers.
Welcome back, everybody, as we begin our MCC matchup here between the Braves and the Bombers, the top two in the Mid-Columbia Conference. We'll take you around the diamond and see who is playing where for the Richland Bombers. Behind the plate today, Hayden Galloway. He will catch for the consecutive, or catch again for the Richland Bombers. Jackson Woodard will play third. Carter Uppmeyer will play short. Dylan Parrott at second. Braylon Edwards at first. Jake Brandon in left. Hayden Castro in center field. And Colson Mackey will patrol right field for the Bombers. On the mound today is Michael Rovell.
Number 26, Michael Rovell.
Rovell, a junior for the Bombers, 23 in the third innings pitched, 17 hits, 10 earned runs, 18 walks, 30 strikeouts, and a 3.03 ERA. Bring you the Kamiakin Brave lineup. Kamiakin will lead off with Tommy Lamb. He'll play center. Tanner Davis will play short, and he'll bat second. Batting third, Trent Woodhouse, the left fielder. Dylan Howard will bat cleanup. He'll play first. Zach Vega will play second base, and he'll bat fifth. Jack Swanson will bat sixth. He will designated hit. Taryn Carlson will pitch. Landon Hall will catch. Tyson Grillo will play right field for the Braves. As I mentioned, the top two in the Mid-Columbia Conference. We'll show you those standings here. Kamiakin entering at 12-1 in the conference. Richland 11-2. And winning today's game will go a long way towards capturing the 2025 MCC title. Kennewick hosts Chiawana. Hanford hosts Walla Walla. Chiawana is at Kennewick, like I said, and Hermiston and Pasco will play each other down in Oregon. Leading off for the Kamiakin Braves is Tommy Lamb.
Leading off for the Braves, center field number 16, Tommy Lamb.
Takes first pitch swinging, grounds out to Dylan Parrott for out number one. So Tommy Lamb is the first victim of the ball game for Michael Ravel.
Temperature 71 degrees.
Brings up Tanner Davis for the Kamiakin Braves, .417 hitter this season.
Now batting shortstop number 5, Tanner Davis.
Breaking ball in there for strike one. Second offering on the way in the dirt. Even the count up at 1-1. This is the second game of a home-and-home series this season between the Braves and the Bombers. Back on April the 22nd, last Tuesday, these two played at LaPierre Field in Kennewick. Kamiakin took that game by a score of 9-2. That sets up the home matchup here at Bomber Field for the Bombers. Complete the home-and-home series. That pitch high and inside for ball three. As we're starting out with a strike to Tanner Davis. Ravel struggling to find the zone, the 3-1. For strike two. Full count early here on Tanner Davis. Davis was the one who broke the game open against the Bombers last Tuesday. And he will take a walk to lead things off for the Braves.
Stepping in, left field number 9, Trent Woodhouse.
So 1 on and 1 out for Kamiakin to start this one. Ravel from the stretch. Woodhouse chops to Upmeyer, takes it himself, throws the first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the home half. Due up for the Bombers will be Upmeyer, Galloway, and Ravel when we come back here on Atomic TV.
On the mound for Kamiakin, number 11, Taryn Carlson.
back to Bomber Field on the campus of Richland High School. Go to the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound for the Kamiakin Braves in today's matchup is Taryn Carlson. Taryn Carlson, also a junior, so two juniors facing off between the Braves and the Bombers. 18 innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 runs, 16 walks, 31 strikeouts, a 1.17 ERA. Their home lineup looks like this: Parrott, Upmeyer, Galloway, Ravel, Brandon, Castro, Edwards, Woodard, and Mackey.
Dylan Parrott.
Dylan Parrott will lead things off for the Richland Bombers. The starter in last Tuesday's game for Kamiakin was Zach Vega. Pitched a gem of a ball game: 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts on 83 pitches. Takes strike one, a 326 batting average for Dylan Parrott. Just like that, it is 0-2 on Parrott. Parrott ranks 4th in conference play in walks drawn with 9. The 0-2, that one hit right back into center field, and it will drop in for a single. Lead things off for the Richland Bombers.
Stepping in the shortstop, number 3, Carter Upmeyer.
Carter Upmeyer now steps in for the Bombers. Dylan Parrott over at first. 11 stolen bases of the Bombers' 41 total. Carlson will no doubt be concerned with Parrott as that one's fouled away to the Fran-Rish Stadium parking lot. In conference play, as pickoff attempt is offered towards first base. Conference play, Dylan Parrott is second behind Tanner Davis with 8 stolen bases to Tanner Davis's 9. And on the inside part of the plate, called a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 here on Upmeyer, a .458 hitter during the season, hitting .514 in conference play. He is tied for the conference lead with number 3 hitter for the Bombers, Hayden Galloway. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Outside corner, but didn't catch enough of it. It's tied up 2-2 here on Upmeyer. Part of the reason Upmeyer and Galloway are up there in batting average in conference play, they're leading the conference in doubles with 7 apiece. 2-2. That one hit on the ground toward the left side. Snagged by Vega. He gets up and throws to first. For out number 1, that'll move Parrott over to second.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 5, Hayden Galloway.
Parrott 6 on second base. In scoring position for Hayden Galloway, who leads the conference in RBI and batting average. Strike one, excuse me. First pitch strikes working early for Taryn Carlson. And at Kamiakin last Tuesday was Zach Vega versus Braylon Edwards. Today, Taryn Carlson versus Michael Ravel. In the dirt in front of Landon Hall. No harm done as he flips it back to Carlson. Both of these teams rank in the upper part of the conference in offense. Kamiakin leading the conference in offense at 389. Bombers in fourth at 336. 1-1. One in there, brought back into the zone by Hall for strike 2. For strike 3 and grabbed by Landon Hall for a strikeout. Carlson's first of the ball game.
Pitcher number 26, Michael Ravel.
Pitcher Michael Ravel in the box for Richland here with 2 down. Runner on second. That's Dylan Parrott. The first offering from Carlson. Well, 375 hitter this season. Runner goes, mishandled by Landon Hall, and Dylan Parrott will take third. Instead of 180 feet away, Dylan Parrott is only 90 feet away. There with his 12th stolen bag. Well, faces an 0-2. Top set back up to the second baseman. That's Vega. Vega flips over to first for out number 3. The Bombers threaten with Parrott, but can't get him across. We go to the top half of the second inning. Knotted at 0. Back to Bomber Field. We go to the top half of the second inning. We mentioned quickly the offense for both of these squads. We'll give you the team comparison here. 389 for Kamiakin, 336 for Richland. And defensively, they're just as good. 171 ERA for Kamiakin and a 276 team ERA for the Bombers. Howard stepping in for Kamiakin. Howard 395 hitter in the cleanup spot. Well, misses on the outside corner, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Dylan Howard. Hit high and deep to left field. Going back to field is Brannon, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Big play there, over the shoulder catch for Jacob Brannon for the first out of the second.
Coming to the plate, second baseman number 10, Zach Vega.
Zach Vega now in the box for Kamiakin, the game 1 starter between these two teams. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. A breaking ball there from Ravel, gets Vega to offer at it, and it's 0-2 here on Zach Vega. Vega did not hit for Kamiakin against Richland last time out. The 0-2 upper end of the zone and misses for ball 1. And this is outside. Even this count up at 2. Ball goes at Vega in the box and doesn't curl back in the zone to catch it. Full count here on Vega. Fouled away. Another 3-2 count. Swing through for strike 3, and Zach Vega suffers his first strikeout of the season at the plate at the hands of Michael Ravel. Ravel K's his 32nd.
Number 20, Zach Swanson.
Zach Swanson now steps in for Kamiakin, 300 hitter. Last time out against Braylon Edwards, he was 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs, a walk and a run scored. Going high in the zone, doesn't catch it, even though Swanson is among the taller ones on the roster for Kamiakin. Gets a strike here on Swanson. Like I said, these two teams vying for the district title, or the conference title, excuse me. One chop towards third. Woodard grabs. He throws across the diamond and grabbed by Braylon Edwards for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go to the Braves in the top. We go to the bottom. You up for the Bombers. Brannon, Castro, and Edwards when we come back here on Atomic TV. Back to Bomber Field here on Atomic TV. Leading off the inning for the Bombers, Jake Brannon. .356 this season. And an over-the-shoulder catch in the top of the inning to extinguish the first Brave from the plate. One here on Jake Brandon. That one hit, hot shot towards the hole. Tanner Davis gathers. He throws over to first, just in time to get Jake Brandon at first. Brandon showing off the wheels. Tanner Davis taking a little bit longer than he probably should have against the speedy Brandon, but in any case, one out here for Richland.
Stepping in, center field number 6, Caden Castro.
Squares around the bunt, does Castro, but can't connect. It is a ball. Ball doesn't catch the outside part, so 2-0 here on Castro. Castro 302 this season. And has 7 of the Bombers' 43 extra base hits. Towards the second baseman, flips quickly over to first. Dylan Howard grabbing it and tagging Castro for out number 2. Next is Braylon Edwards for the Bombers.
First baseman for Braylon Edwards.
Just under 300 on the season, 297. That looping breaking ball doesn't break. Flies over the head of Landon Hall. For ball 1. Inside for ball 2. Inside in the batter's box. Doesn't catch the piece of Edwards, however. And he sits 3-0 here on Carlson. High and inside for ball 4, and hustling to first is Edwards. So with 2 gone, Edwards reaches on 4 straight balls from Carlson. I'll bring up Jackson Woodard.
Stepping in, third baseman number 2, Jackson Woodard.
Woodard, 273 hitter. Patrolling the hot corner all season long for Richland. Carlson having trouble locating his breaking ball here the last 2 batters. Outside for ball 2. 6 straight balls thrown here by Taryn Carlson. Gives that one 4 strike. Carlson only surrendering his 13th walk of the year to Braylon Edwards. Hit towards Vega again. Vega flips short way to get Edwards at second. That ends the threat from the Bombers. We go to the third inning of play. Due up for the Braves, Carlson, Hall, and Grillo when we come back here on Atomic TV. Back here to Bomber Field, we go to the top half of the third inning. Leading things off for the Braves is the pitcher, Taryn Carlson.
Leading up for Kamiakin, pitcher number 11, Taryn Carlson.
It's ball one from Michael Ravel. High fastball. Carlson can't get to it. He gets the count up at 1. Now one hit towards right field, and that will drop. Mackey hustles to grab it, lets it roll all the way to the roaring track, gathers and throws. And Landon Carlson leads things off for the Braves with a leadoff double.
Courtesy running at second base, number 12, Dennis Babcock.
Babcock in for Carlson, courtesy running. Carlson is the pitcher. Landon Hall now in the box for Kamiakin. 250 hitter. 5 RBI in the season. Does have a runner in scoring position in Dennis Babcock. Shows bunt, lays it down. Galloway lets it roll foul for strike 1. Braves electing to play small ball here with the runner in scoring position. Scores again. It has strike 2. Landon will swing away most likely. Lays it down the bunt again. Babcock will take third. Easy throw for Ravel over to first for out number 1. Brings up the number 9 hitter for Kamiakin, Tyson Grillo.
Now batting, Braves number 15, Tyson Grillo.
Grillo, the 9-hitter for the Braves, are batting .480 this season. Take strike one from Ravel. 8 RBI and 12 runs scored for the senior utility man. Ravel steps off. One bunted down the line. Woodard gathers, forces Babcock back to third, but can't make a throw over to first. And now 2 runners at the corners for the Braves. Woodard prevents the run, but doesn't throw to gain an out. Now 1 down.
Now batting,
Top of the Brave order back at the plate in the form of Tommy Lamb. We'll see what the chess match is. Ball one thrown by Ravel, and no runners go. Signs given by the catcher Hayden Galloway. Off attempt to first, not in time to get Grillo. Grillo 4 stolen bases. Year 1. Bunted foul towards the Kamiakin dugout for strike 1. As it usually is, both of these schools excited to play one another. You can hear both dugouts boisterously rooting on their offense when each other is up. The 1-1, pickoff attempt to first, again not in time to get Grillo. Galloway will go discuss things with Mike Ravel. Head coach Steve Woods over to talk to Tommy Lamb as well. Runner goes, and that's fouled into foul territory on the right side. Edwards going over to get it, but can't get there in time. And it's 2 strikes here on Tommy Lamb. So Lamb bunted foul. Second one was a hit and run. He took that one swinging foul. 1 and 2 here on Lamb. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Another pickoff attempt to first. Not in time. Next move of this chess match. 1-2. Runner goes, swinging strike 3, and throwing to cut it off is Dylan Parrott. Throw to second. Runner advances, second and third now, 2 down. Tanner Davis stepping in for the Braves.
Tanner Davis.
Right down the middle, 4 strike 1. Inside pitch by Ravel. On 1 count here on Davis. Catches the outside corner, and there's 2 strikes here on Tanner Davis. Check swing by Davis, does not go. Evens count up at deuces. Two. High and mishandled by Galloway, but only goes to the edge of the grass. Full count now. Runners will be advancing. Just depends how much. 3-2, 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 3rd. Ravel to Davis. Gets the corner, strike 3, and Ravel gets out of the jam with a beautiful fastball on the outside corner to end the threat by the Braves. 2 hits in that inning from Kamiakin, but they can't get any across the plate. We'll go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Due up for the Bombers, Mackey, Parrott, and Upmeyer. When we come back here to Bomber Field on Atomic TV. To the bottom half of the 3rd inning we go. Leading things off for the Bombers will be Colson Mackey. A 9-1-2 for Richland.
Leading off the 3rd, right field number 12, Colson Mackey.
High and ball 1 delivered to Colson. Colson just under that 300 mark as well, 296. 8 RBI and 5 runs scored. Through the high fastball, 4 strike 2. Mackey patrolling right field for the Bombers for the majority of the season. Faces the 1-2 from Carlson. All the way. And we'll have another 1-2 pitch on the way. lets the breaking ball go outside, even the count up at 2. Play discipline shown by Mackey. Braves playing pretty much straight away. Two. On the inside corner, and Colson Mackey looks at strike 3.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, number 23, Dylan Parrott.
Carlson with his second strikeout of the game and his 21st of the season. Parrott now steps in. Led the game off with a double to shallow center. Even count now going to Parrott. Parrott with his 4th double in the first inning. High of the zone, but apparently clipping the top of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Dylan Parrott. One ball outside, evens the count up at 2. Projecting well, fouls that one off, and we'll see another 2-2. Inside corner looking for strike 3.
We got 2.
Dylan Parrott sits down here with 2 down. Uppmeyer coming up for the Bombers.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Carter Uppmeyer.
Carlson's got 2 Bombers looking with out inside corner. Inside corner looking for strike 3. That one almost hits Uppmeyer apparently, but called a strike again and quickly 0-2. Carlson benefiting from the inside part of the plate. Uppmeyer the 0-2. Outside. Strategy from Carlson, brush the Bombers back early and then throw away late, try to get the Bombers to offer. Another one hit to the shortstop Davis. Davis bobbles and Uppmeyer will reach safely for the first base runner of the inning on the error by Tanner Davis.
Stepping in the catcher, number 5, Hayden Galloway.
And Galloway now stepping in his 2nd time in the box. Galloway struck out in the 1st. And his 5th strikeout of the season. Outside first pitch from Carlson, down and away for a ball. Runner goes. Throw down, and Uppmeyer is out trying to steal second. And that ends the threat late here in the inning from the Bombers. So we go to the top half of the 4th. Due up for the Braves, Woodhouse, Howard, and Vega when we come back here on Atomic TV. We're back to Bomber Field. We go to the top half of the fourth inning. Leading things off for the Braves is Trent Woodhouse. Mentioned by now, the only two teams that can win the MCC in conference play are the Bombers or the Braves. Take a quick look at the last 10 MCC champions. Richland capturing it in 2024 with a perfect 16-0 record in 2021. Kamiakin winning it in 2019. Woodhouse looks in strike one from Ravel. Breaking ball pops out of Ravel's hand a little bit early. One high as well. Two balls and one strike here on Woodhouse. Last time up for Woodhouse was the first inning. Grounded into an inning double play. And fouled away. Evens the count up at 2-2. Shadows beginning to creep into the hitter's circle here at Bomber Field. 2-2, swinging strike three, and down goes Woodhouse for out number one.
Stepping in, first base number 24, Dylan Howard.
Dylan Howard now in the box for the Braves. Howard led off the second inning with a fly out to deep left center. This ball one low from Ravel. Ravel working 45 pitches so far. Taryn Carlson sitting at 47 as we begin the fourth inning for both of these pitchers. Breaking ball catches the zone, evens the count up at 1. Little wind here at Bomber Field as you see it tugging at Ravel's jersey. Not much to ride home though about. 71 degrees, a perfect day for baseball here in Richland. 2-1 now from Ravel. That ball down and away. Ravel seems to struggle and find his footing on the landing. His lead foot. Something he tried to work through last week as well in game one against Chiawana. 3-1. Outside corner and a walk given up to Dylan Howard. Brings up Zach Vega. Dylan Howard on first. Vegas offers at it, fouls it into the parking lot.
Now batting, second baseman number 10, Zach Vega. Attention fans, if you have a Honda, the baseball is hit it, and your alarm is going off.
We have our first automobile casualty of the season. Fender Stadium parking lot. 0-1 to Vega. Ball outside for ball one. Dylan Howard only 2 stolen bases, sits at first. 1 down for Kamiakin. Breaking ball again pops out of Ravel's hand a bit early. 2-1 and sits Vega. Zach Vega struck out for the first time this season back in the 2nd inning at the hands of Michael Ravel. But in an advantageous position here, hitting 3-1. One skied to right field. Colson Mackey back a bit to his left and makes the catch for out number 2. Talked to Colson Mackey last week about that sun setting around 6 o'clock. Can be a challenge out in right field here at Bomber Field. But he fights it off and makes the catch for out number 2. So that's Zach Swanson in the box for Kamiakin. Straight down the middle for strike 1. Quick 2 strikes here on Swanson. Swanson grounded out to end the 2nd inning. Quick 0-2 here on Ravel in the 4th. Ball outside. One, 2. In there, strike 3. And threat again ended by Michael Ravel. Through 4, still scoreless here at Bomber Field. 2 up for the Bombers is Ravel, Brandon, and Castro when we come back here on Atomic TV.
Leading off the 4th for the Bombers, catcher number 5, Hayden Galloway.
We're back to Bomber Field. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, and my mistake. Leading off things for the Bombers in the bottom half of the 4th is Hayden Galloway. Galloway getting a new at-bat Upmeyer being thrown out to end the threat in the bottom half of the third. That one chopped towards third. Gathered and thrown across the diamond for out number one. One pitch and one out. Now steps Ravel into the box. His second at bat of the ball game. Kaylor Hayward over at third making that play for the Braves. Carlson now 49 pitches through 3 innings. And 0-2 here on Ravel. One in the dirt and off the umpire. So 3-0 here. I'll take a second. Last time up for Ravel, grounded out to end the first inning. Mound visit from Landon Hall will give the home plate umpire some time.
Here you go.
Braves retreat to their defensive positions. Taryn Carlson will have a 3-0 pitch to deliver to Michael Ravel. And there for the first strike of the AB. Fouled away, and an even count, or a full count, excuse me, on Ravel here from Carlson.
Here you go, go win this one now. Here you go, kid.
And down in for ball 4, and with one on and one out. For the Bombers here in the fourth, in steps Jake Brandon.
Now batting left field number 24, Jake Brandon.
Courtesy runner in for the pitcher, Michael Ravel. It'll be Tucker Watkins.
First running first base number 15, Tucker Watkins.
He and Grayson Elfring has split the courtesy running duties this season for the Green and Gold. A score update for you from Columbia Plate Field. The Lady Bombers up 11-3 over the Hermiston Bulldogs. That game in the third inning. Going to be the first offering from Carlson, and it's 0-1 here on Brandon. Outside, it is count up with a ball and a strike. Brandon led off the bottom of the second, grounded to Tanner Davis, the shortstop. Ball finds his own for strike 2. So 1-2 here on the left fielder, Jake Brandon. At first is Watkins. In the dirt. He did not offer at it. He was a count up at 2. in zone, but in there for strike 3. And there's 2 down here for the Bombers.
Now batting, center field number 6, Caden Castro.
So Castro in the box with 2 down, and runner on first in Tucker Watkins. That one hit to center field, and that will drop in front of the center fielder, Tommy Lamb. And the Bombers now have 2 on with 2 out.
Go Bray, have fun!
Brandon Hall out to talk to his pitcher once again. Two on, 2 out here for the Bombers against Taryn Carlson.
Now batting, first baseman number 4, Braylon Edwards.
Ball fouled away to the right-hand side. Braylon Edwards faces an 0-1 count here on Carlson. Edwards with 8 RBI on the season, trying to add to that total and give the Bombers the lead. Takes strike 2 on the outside corner. So 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 count here to Edwards. That one right back up the middle. Go over, get it is Vega, but he can't handle it and make a throw. And everybody will be safe. So the bases are loaded full of Bombers here in the bottom half of the 4th. Edwards chopped it right over Carlson's head, and Vega stopped it from going in center, but couldn't make a play on it.
Third baseman number 2, Jackson Woodard.
Jackson Woodard now stepping in with the bases loaded full of Bombers.
Some right side.
Pitch inside for ball 1. Woodard 5 RBI this season, 7 walks. Carlson steps off and wants new signs from Landon Hall. That one chopped towards the 6 hole. Gathering and throwing over to second is Davis. Not in time. And the run scores on the fielder's choice infield single for Jackson Woodard.
Stepping in, right number 12, Colson Mackey.
Colson Mackey now stepping in. Again, 2 down. Bases still loaded. And the Bombers with a 1-0 advantage. That hit towards the first baseman, Howard, and he steps on first to end the inning, but not before the Bombers plate their first of the game. We go to the 5th. It's 1-0 Richland.
you got hit pretty hard.
We'll go back to Bomber Field. Leading things off for the Kamiakin Braves will be Tanner Carlson, Landon Hall, and Tyson Grillo. And 1-0 the score. Here as we begin the fifth.
Leading off the fifth for the Braves, pitching number 11, Terrence Carlson.
Strike one delivered by Carlson. There's a look out of the press box. You have three former Bomber coaches: Ben Jacobs, Tim Ruane, Roger Chambers. Also the former coach of the Kamiakin Braves, Rex Easley, sitting behind the plate. Next to former Kennewick coach, Dean Hoff. So some coaching legends in the house for this ball game between the Braves and the Bombers. Always turns out to be a good one. 0-2 here to Carlson. Hits that one to left field, and it will drop right in front of Jake Brandon for a leadoff single. Well placed ball there by Taryn Carlson. And there's one on and nobody out here for the Braves.
Stepping in, catcher number 8, Landon Hall.
Bunt offered at and fouled into the backstop. Carlson 5 stolen bags. Landon Hall wanting to bunt him over. Another bunt offered and laid down. That will go foul for strike two. So Landon Hall tries to lay down two bunts and takes them for strikes. Much like the top of the third inning, begins the top of the fifth for Kamiakin. In that inning, Taryn Carlson led off the inning with a double. Landon Hall sacrificed him over to third. See what he does here on an 0-2. Squares again and pops it up over the netting. 4 out, number 1. So 1 down as Landon Hall pops a bunt into foul territory. Tyson Grillo steps in for Kamiakin, 480 hitter. Swings through the first offering for strike 1. Grillo, if you might remember in the third, hit it to Jackson Woodard, who prevented the run from scoring. Couldn't make a play over to first. That let 2 Kamiakin runners aboard in the third.
Now batting right number 15, Tyson Grillo.
The pitch, that one fouled away. And quickly 0-2 on Grillo. I beg your pardon. Babcock in courtesy running at first for Taryn Carlson, the pitcher, just like he did in the second. That one high in the zone. Offer over to first to get Babcock, not in time. So 1-2 the count here on Tyson Grillo. Pitch out, evens the count up at 2. No throw to be made over to first to get Babcock. Again, Babcock only 2 stolen bases this season. Ravel with the 2-2. Swing, strike 3, and down goes Grillo for the second out of the inning. Gonna bring up Tommy Lamb here with 2 down and 1 on here in the top of the 5th. And 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Secondary lead by Babcock, enough for Galloway to threaten the throw, but holds on to it. One fouled away. Evens the count up at 1. Seems like a greater than normal amount of foul balls just through 5 innings today, as there have been at home games this season. Unfortunately, we got 1 tag and a car in the Fenway Stadium parking lot, our first of the year. The 1-1. Strike 2 delivered to Tommy Lamb. One, 2. Ravel steps off. Ushers Babcock back to first, and he'll re-rack for another 1-2. High pitch, back throw to first, not in time to get Babcock. So the count is 2-2 here on Lamb. Lamb puts that one in the right field. Fair ball down the line. Colson Mackey grabs it. He throws it in. Going to second is Lamb, and he is in there for a 2-out double. Moves the runner over to third. So Tommy Lamb gets runners in scoring position here with 2 down for Kamiakin. Tanner Davis will now step in for Kamiakin. He talks it over with Steve Woods, the 7th-year manager for Kamiakin.
Now batting, shortstop number 5, Tanner Davis.
Ravel from the windup. And he pops up the first offering over to get it towards the Kamiakin dugout, and just out of play. It was Galloway and Edwards. Galloway's gathering his breath a bit. Steps back behind the dish. On 1 count here to Davis. That ball getting behind Galloway, pops straight up off the backstop. And coming home is Dennis Babcock for the tying run. Fastball leads to the first run of the game for Kamiakin to tie this game up. The runner at third is Tommy Lamb. And Davis will face a 1-1. That one high. 2-1 here on Tanner Davis. Count up on Davis at 2-2, 2 down. Runner at third is Tommy Lamb. Score back to even. That one chopped towards Parrott. Gather and throw to first in time for out number 3. So the Braves tie it back up on the pass ball. And we'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up is Parrott, Upmeyer, and Galloway for your Bombers as we go to the bottom half of the 5th.
Now pitching for Kamiakin, number 22, Aiden Sconewell.
Welcome you back to Atomic TV, bottom half of the 5th inning upcoming. And a new pitcher for the Kamiakin Braves, Aiden Sconewell. Exiting the game for Kamiakin's Taryn Carlson, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, 66 pitches and 39 strikes for Carlson. Sconewell, the senior, 9 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits surrendered, 5 earned runs, 9 walks, a 3.80 ERA, and 10 strikeouts. He'll face the top of the Bomber order in the form of Dylan Parrott. Discussing things with the catcher Landon Hall.
Leading out for the Bombers, second baseman, number 23, Dylan Parrott.
Parrott digs in 2 for 1, or 1 for 2 today. It's hard to go 2 for 1. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. That single was the top half of the 1st inning to center. As he sits 1-1 here on Sconewell. In the dirt. 4-2. It swings through that outside pitch for strike 2. One hit to the left side, but left of the third base bag for a foul ball. Another 2-2. In the dirt again, and count goes full on Dylan Parrott. One hit towards the foul territory on the right-hand side. Nowhere to catch it for out number one is Dylan Howard.
Coming to play shortstop number 3, Carter Upmeyer.
Carter Upmeyer now digs in for his third at-bat of the ball game. Begins his third at-bat with an 0-1 count. Carter smacks that right back up the middle and making a diving catch in center field for the second out of the inning. What a fantastic play there by Tommy Lamb in center. Hard hit ball, but Lamb with the extra effort to record the second out.
Stepping in the catcher, number 5, Hayden Galloway.
Hayden Galloway now steps in with 2 down and nobody on. Ball outside for ball 1. Galloway looking for his first hit of the ball game, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Connects with that one, but lifts it to the parking lot for strike 1. One chopped toward the third base side, but foul. And there's 2 strikes here on Galloway. Ball in the dirt evens the count up at 2. Ball hit by Galloway to the right side, but foul territory. More protection swing than anything. He'll face another 2-2 pitch here from Sconewell. Balls and 2 strikes, 2 down here to Hayden Galloway. Ball chopped to the left side. Gathering it and bottling it is Kaylor Hayward. And Galloway reaches safely here with 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. So Galloway reaches on the error by Hayward. He'll get a courtesy runner in for him. That'll be Drayson Elfring.
Courtesy running at first base, number 11, Drayson Elfring.
Galloway offers some advice to Michael Ravel on what to see here from Aiden Sconewell.
26, Michael Ravel.
So the second error of the ball game for Kamiakin puts a runner on here with 2 down in the 5th. Outside for ball 1. 2-0 here on Revelle. Elfring with 2 stolen bases on the year, but with 2 down. Trying to play a more conservative role at first. Pick-off attempt, not in time. Not a tremendous lead over there by Elfring, but enough for Sconewell to throw over. Mackerville pops that one up to left field. Woodhouse under it, and they will squeeze it for out number 3. So the Bombers get one late on the base path, but can't do anything with it. It's still 1-1 as we go to the top of the 6th here from Bomber Field. Welcome back here to Bomber Field, the campus of Richland High School, for the top half of the 6th inning. Give you some score updates from around the MCC. It's 10-1 Kennewick over Chiawana in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 2-1 advantage to Hermiston over Pasco midway through the 6th. That one being played in Pasco. And 10-1 advantage to the Hanford Falcons over the Walla Walla Blue Devils in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That one after Walla Walla took a game from the Hanford Falcons last Tuesday down in Walla Walla. Trent Woodhouse leading things off for the Braves. We're in the top half of the 6th. Revelle at 80 pitches, 48 strikes. And the 81st pitch is taken to right field, and that will drop in front of Colson Mackey for a leadoff single.
Stepping in, first base number 24, Dylan Howard.
Dylan Howard now stepping in for the Braves. Number 4 hitter for Kamiakin. Woodhouse over at first has wheels, 11 stolen bags on the year. Even though the Braves brought in a relief pitcher in the top or the bottom of the 5th, they have a pitcher up in the bullpen, and Zach Swanson. Runner goes, squaring to bunt is Howard. He can't get it down, and the tag cannot be applied on Trent Woodhouse, and he moves to second with his 12th stolen base of the year. Throw in time, but just a little right of the bag. Meyer couldn't apply the tag after he went over and caught it. So a runner here in scoring position for Dylan Howard. Scoring the bunt again is Howard. Keeps it out there for strike 2. So with no down, or nobody out, I should say. Last 2 times, runner on second, nobody out. Kamiakin has chosen to bunt over, or at least try to bunt over with 2 strikes. Those are both with Landon Hall. This is for Dylan Howard. Difference between the 8 hitter and the 4 hitter for the Braves to see if they change anything. swung through for strike 3 in the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
The Braves not choosing to offer a 2-strike bunt and try to get Woodhouse to third. Dylan Howard down on strikes, brings up Zach Vega. Fastball lifted to left field. Going back is Brannon. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Going to third is Woodhouse, and he will make it. Sacrifice fly by Vega moves Woodhouse to third. Now we have a new hitter in the lineup for the Kamiakin Braves, Kaylor Hayward, the third baseman.
So 2 is coming in. 2 is re-entering, but he's coming to the DH spot. So he's coming here. Okay. 2 re-entering. He is now in the
Now be able to hear 2 is re-entering the game. He was designated hit for by Zach Swanson in the lineup, playing third base. Swanson warming up in the pen for Kamiakin.
Number 2, Kaylor Hayward.
Hayward's first at-bat of the game comes with 2 outs and a runner at third. First pitch strike on the outside part of the plate from Ravel. Hayward, a 486 hitter overall, 469 in conference play. Ball up and out for ball 1. One on the count here on Hayward. Swings to the second, the third pitch from Ravel for the second strike. 1-2 now on Hayward. Steps out to re-ingest some protective gear. And from the stretch, Ravel delivers the 1-2. Outside, evens the count up at 2-2. Breaking ball, can't get the zone. Count runs full here on Hayward. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Fouled away. We'll see another 3-2. Fouled away. Hayward protecting well. Ninth pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Ball forward thrown to Hayward. He will take first here with 2 down in the top half of the 6th.
Coming to plate, number 11, Taryn Carlson.
Brings up Taryn Carlson, the starter for the Braves. Ball thrown Ball thrown by Ravel, thrown to Galloway, or from Galloway to Upmeyer. And Hayward sitting in between first and second, able to squeak into second base and almost getting by Parrott at second. So after all that, 1-0 here to Carlson. Swings through the second pitch for strike one. Carlson chops the back up the middle, gathered by Upmeyer and thrown to first. 4 out, number 3. The Braves threaten again, and they're turned away by Mike Ravel. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th, still knotted at 1. Due up for the Bombers, Brandon, Castro, and Edwards when we come back here on Atomic TV. Welcome back to Atomic TV, and as you see on your screen, there's a new pitcher for the Kamiakin Braves. Zach Swanson takes the hill for the Braves after 1 inning of work for Aiden Stonewell. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. 4 batters faced, 18 pitches for Stonewell. And you see Swanson, different number because that's what was on the roster, but these jerseys not matching the numbers listed on the roster quite exactly. 15 innings pitched for Zach Swanson, 10 hits, no earned runs surrendered, 10 walks, 19 strikeouts. Brandon and Castro and Edwards will face Swanson first.
Big out for the Bombers, up to number 24, Jake Brennan.
For Swanson, 6 runs across the plate. Just none of them have been earned this season. He's give his first pitch ball to Jake Brandon. We offer our congratulations to the Lady Bombers, beating the Hermiston Bulldogs by a score of 13-3. And that clinches their 31st conference title, their 4th in a row, and their 24th conference championship in the past 27 seasons. Brandon chops it towards the shortstop. Davis over to first. Close. but in time for out number 1.
Coming to the plate, center field number 6, Caden Castro.
Castro in the box for Richland. Check swings, but fouls it off. For strike 1, not what he wanted to do. Castro 1 for 2 today. Looking to get something going here in the bottom half of the 6th. Big looping curveball from Swanson, but outside for ball 2. Castro swings through that fastball, 1-2. One high of the zone, he was counting up at 2-2. Swanson sort of falling off the mound. Wanted strike 3 call. Have a 2-2 to Castro. Now on the inside, runs the count full. Strike 3 called on the inside part of the plate for the 2nd out of the inning, and Castro goes down looking. We'll get a pinch runner in for the Richland Bombers. That'll be Dominic Harper.
Pitch hitting number 9, Dominic Harper.
Harper slots into the 7 slot in the lineup. In for Braylon Edwards. One fouled off into the glove of Landon Hall for strike 1. Outside, he was counting up at a ball and strike. Harper, only a sophomore. Watches strike 2 go by. He sits now 1-2 on Swanson. Count even at 2 on Harper. Harper 8 at bats. Chops that one to the left, right-hand side, and that will not be touched. It's going to run fair. I don't believe that was touched by Zach Swanson. It went back fair into fair territory, and now they're saying it was touched by Swanson in foul territory. A close call there for the Braves. Swanson getting enough of it in foul territory. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch from Swanson to Harper. Swanson hits that one to the shortstop. Davis over to first in time for out number 3. The Bombers go 1-2-3. We go to the 7th. Still knotted at 1. Due up for the Braves. Hall, Grillo, and Lamb when we come back. We welcome you back here to Atomic TV. We go to the top half of the 7th inning. New pitcher on the hill for your Bombers will be Braylon Edwards. Ravel X's the game, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, 3 walks and 8 strikeouts, 97 pitches worth of work, 59 for strikes. Take a look at what Braylon Edwards has done this season. 29 innings pitched for the junior, 23 hits, 11 earned runs, 11 walks, 35 strikeouts, and sporting a 2.66 ERA. Edwards pitched against the Kamiakin Braves last Tuesday, started that game out at LaPierre Field, went 3 innings, 4 hits surrendered, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts on 68 pitches. Game that was tied 2-2 after 2.5. The Bomber infield committing 3 errors. It led to 3 Brave runs in the 3rd and the 4th. Edwards takes over for Ravel. Ravel goes over to first base. So a good switch, or just a 1 switch from pitcher to first base and vice versa. Catcher Landon Hall will take the plate for the Braves. That one smacked towards Upmeyer. Upmeyer, the gathers and throws over to first in time for out number 1. So 1 away here for Edwards in the top half of the 7th.
Stepping in, right number 15, Tyson Grillo.
Tyson Grillo will step in for Kamiakin. Grillo 1 for 2 today with a strikeout. Obviously first time facing Braylon Edwards. First 2 delivered to Grillo outside, 2-0 count. In there for strike 3 and offered at and missed by Grillo. Grillo puts that one in a right center field. That will drop in front of Caden Castro for a single. There's 1 on with 1 out. And Tommy Lamb stepping in.
Coming in late, center field number 16, Tommy Lamb.
One down, Grillo over at first. 5 stolen bases, include 1 tonight. Ball in there for strike 1 on Lamb. Time called by Tommy Lamb and was granted right before the pickoff moved to first. And pops it up, foul territory. Over to get it is Galloway, and he squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 gone. Gaten Galloway with the catch in foul territory. Taryn Carlson stepping in for Kamiakin. Tanner Davis, excuse me. Davis, the shortstop, 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop number 5, Tanner Davis.
Grillo so over at first. Edwards from the stretch. Pick-off attempt to first to get Grillo back, not in time. In the dirt. Great stop there by Galloway. 0-1 here to Davis. Grillo gets off the bag after the pitch. It was a strike delivered to Davis. Grillo's secondary was enough for Galloway to throw over, but just late. And the count is 1-1. Ball strike in the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Tanner Davis.
Sit him down 4. Right here, bud.
Edwards the 1-2. Runner goes. Pitch out. Throw down to second. Not in time. Count is even on Davis at the plate. 2-2. Grillo advances to second. Time called, and Galloway will discuss things with Edwards. Circumstances changing now with Grillo at second. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at second. Ball 3, throw over to third, past the third baseman, Woodard, and a run will score to make the game 2-1 Kamiakin. And the umpire is now discussing if the check swing counted. There was a check swing by Davis. And it'll be called a ball. 3-2 the count now on Tanner Davis. Throw over to first, getting past Woodard and letting Grillo score from second. So a 3-2 here on Davis. And where's that in the back? And he'll take first base.
Now batting, left number 9, Trent Woodhouse.
Davis needs a minute. So those errors that plagued the Bombers last Tuesday at Kamiakin And it's a crucial late error here in the 7th to let the go-ahead run score for Kamiakin. Ball 1 delivered to Woodhouse. Woodhouse hits that, and that puts that one right in front of Castro in center for a 2-out single. 2 runners on now for the Braves with 2 down. Dylan Howard will come up to the plate for Kamiakin, but not after a word from Charlie Moody to Braylon Edwards. Conference is over at the mound. Kamiakin coach is gathering to the right of the first baseline as well. So 2 runners on and 2 down. Dylan Howard stepping in to face Braylon Edwards for the first time today. On the dirt for ball 1. Davis pops it up, or sorry, Howard pops it up. Upmeyer under it. He makes the catch for out number 3. So we go to the bottom half of the 7th. The Bombers down 1, due up. Due up is Woodard, Mackey, and Parrott for the Bombers as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning here from Auburn Field.
Find a way to.
Welcome back to Bomber Field. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Bombers down 2-1. Zach Swanson remains on the hill for Kamiakin, and he'll face Jackson Woodard.
Leading out for the Bombers, third baseman number 2, Jackson Woodard.
Ball 1 delivered to Woodard. Woodard 0 for 2 with an RBI. Count now even at 1. He put the ball into play in the 4th with the bases loaded. On outside, 2-1 count here on Woodard. Looks the outside corner, evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside 3-2, Swanson working away from Woodard. Seager remains away and gets Woodard to chase, who comes back inside with the 3-2. That's chopped towards Davis. Davis gathers and fires over to first. In time to get Woodard for out number 1.
Coming to the plate, right field number 12, Colson Mackey.
In steps Colson Mackey. Facing Swanson for the first time. Swings through, strike 1. Colson holds off that one. 1-1 to count here on Mackey. Swanson stays away, likes to work away. That one chopped down the left field line. Hayward gathers it, throws, not in time to get Mackey. And Mackey, with 1 out, gets aboard with an infield single that brings up the top of the order in Dylan Parrott.
Now batting, second baseman number 23, Dylan Parrott.
Put the ball in play and see what happens. Mackey's speed too much for Kaylor Hayward at third. Now there's 1 on and 1 out. Swanson stepping off. Down above the zone for ball 1. Last Tuesday, Swanson came in relief of Vega. Only faced 3 batters. Facing more tonight. Strike 1 delivered to Parrott. Parrott swings through that offering. 1-2 count now here on Dylan Parrott. Swanson not too concerned with Mackey at first, as he does look over. Ball outside, off the helmet of Hall, and Mackey will take second. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Landon Hall will go talk things over with Zach Swanson. Swanson losing control of his fastball at times. First batter of the inning, Swanson stayed outside and had 2 pass balls, but nobody on, so no damage. That pass ball proving costly and giving Mackey 90 feet. He has a 2-2 count here on Parrott. Strike 3 looking. Parrott goes down on the fastball in the upper half of the zone. 2 down here, and Upmeyer strolls to the plate for Richland.
Now batting shortstop number 3, Carter Upmeyer.
Runner at second is Mackey. Upmeyer at the plate. Swanson from the stretch. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. A location that's been inconsistent to say the least. Ball outside and called a ball. 1-1 the count here on Upmeyer. On the upper half of the zone, called a strike just as it was on Parrott, and now Upmeyer down to his final strike. 1-2 to Upmeyer. Strike 3 swinging, and the Kamiakin Braves take the series from the Richland Bombers. Second game by a score of 2-1. With that 2-1 result, the Bombers dropped their 5th game of the year and their 3rd in conference play. Kamiakin Braves improved to 16-2. And 13-1 in conference play. Kamiakin now will go host Southridge at LaPierre Field at 2-4 on Friday. They only need to take 1 game from those 2 to seal the conference title. Bombers will travel to Walla Walla to play the Blue Devils at Murr Sports Park in Walla Walla to round out their regular season. And then no matter what happens in Friday's games, the Bombers will be right back here to host the first round of the district playoffs next Saturday. Time and date, location, time and date to be determined. It will be right here at Bomber Field. So the Bombers dropped the game by a score of 2-1. They play Walla Walla to round out the regular season on Friday. We thank you for joining us here at Bomber Field. Bombers will battle back and battle the Walla Walla Blue Devils on Friday, and they'll be back here at home. We'll be covering the playoff game here at Bomber Field on Friday.